What is going on, y'all? Happy Sunday. You are listening to the Get Right Radio Show with the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devontae.
That's right, and it's Kelvin Unique. It is a good Sunday in the building. I'm so excited today, not only because it's like the end of July, and we about to walk into August.
Right.
But we have a really special guest in the building today.
Okay, well, introduce him.
We have Chango. Y'all, this is loud today. Oh my goodness, that was excited to see on you.
The Apollo Theater.
Oh my goodness.
The Source Award.
It was the Source Award.
We just need a gunshot.
Many times. That's all we need to drop one of Clues bombs on you.
Right. It's coming.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
It's an honor, man.
It's gonna be good.
Been hearing so many good things about the show, and y'all chemistry and energy is beautiful. So I'm ready to rock.
Thank
man.
you.
It's exciting. It's
All right,
exciting.
now. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long.
I haven't seen you in so long. You left me.
I did.
And why'd you leave me? Tell the people why you left me.
Why did I leave you? Because I had to go do some family
The smeeze. I finally learned how to do the smeeze. So I'm a smeezer.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Every time I say I'm from the Bay, they be like, do the smeeze, do the smeeze.
Do the smeeze,
Do the smeeze.
Did you thiz?
What the fuck are y'all talking about? What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Thiz like is when they used to like shake their dreads. I'm like this.
Oh, like the E40 shit?
Yeah,
okay, that's what that's called?
Yeah.
It's like thizzing.
Yeah,
okay.
That was the hyphy. That was the hyphy movement.
Uh-huh.
So the hyphy movement era was like the 2000s. Like,
and y'all also did like jerk. Like you're a jerk, right?
No, that came out here.
That came from LA?
Really?
That's from the jerk was from LA.
I thought New Boys was out there. Are they from Long Beach?
I can't recall.
That was so long ago.
But I know it came out from out here. Like, jerking came out, and then like when they took it to the Bay, niggas just like turned it into like something different. Yeah.
This is like a whole like Los Angeles history lesson.
I had no clue.
Like turfing. Turfing is a Bay Area.
What is turfing?
It's like a combination of different styles. It's like voguing and tutting.
Oh, okay.
And then they also mix like sometimes people do like spins on like 1 foot, like ballerina.
Can you do that?
Spins. Yeah, when I'm turned. Yeah.
Need some encouragement to get through it, okay? Because the knees may not be where they need to be.
You know what I'm saying?
What about crumping? Where's that from? Is that from the Bay?
No, I think that's from LA.
It's from LA too.
Yeah. Tommy the Clown.
Yeah,
people are probably cussing us out. Say you need to know.
Y'all don't know nothing.
Hey, at least we're not one of those people that came here and act like we know shit about the place.
Right.
Like
this is true.
Right.
We are humble enough to get the history. Man, fuck y'all. So how was your week, Kelvin? Talk to me.
My week has been good. I feel like I've not. What did I do this week?
I know you did something.
I went out all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
I did. I went to the club.
Was it some whole shit? What club?
I went to Classique on Friday with my boss.
That's the one I got shit faced at. You went with your boss?
I went with my boss.
What?
He had a section.
Oh, okay.
So why not? We pulled up. Now, the rules of West Hollywood are changing.
Okay.
Do you know that you have to be vaccinated or have a proof of you have to have a proof of your vaccination card or a proof of your COVID test in the last 48 hours to get in?
Oh, what?
Wow. Like legit,
wow.
they're looking for the cards.
Like they would not let you in.
Wow. I'm so glad
even though we had a
that.
whole section. So I showed up a little late because I was finishing posting. I didn't want to post in front of my boss, and he'd be like, "What you doing? Posting? Why are you here in the club? Get out!" So I showed up, and they told me, and I was like, "Oh no." Granted, I did just get a COVID test on Friday, so let me go check. Where's my results? Oh, I'm on my phone. Hey, phone. We're on StreamYard now. We're so fancy.
We're so fancy.
Hey. No, so they didn't give me my results. It's like 1 to 2 day results. So it was like the automatic ones. So who's listening? The government's listening.
They are.
So I had someone screenshot me the proof of their vaccination.
Okay.
Why are you?
And because the government is listening, Chango, go to jail.
He's still live over here.
He's going down. It's done regardless. Just like let him do how.
But if I whisper it, the FBI got to listen harder. They don't want to do that
because they haven't created software to like get the minor details.
No, they haven't.
After 2021,
you know the FBI man that monitor your phone. You know you always got to lean in.
Oh, okay.
You got to lean in.
He's a little deaf.
Yeah, that's all.
So what happened after you illegally took someone else's vaccination record? Wow. All I did was I borrowed. Okay. Right.
Vaccination
terminology.
And I used a little app that you all may know called Photoshop, and I used that on my phone, and I just changed the name to Kelvin E. Byers.
You did this all outside the club?
All outside the club.
Online.
Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked social media team for teaching me how to work my fingers fast on these moves and posting stuff because it got me to where I need to go. But yeah. But the thing is, I thought I was gonna get caught because I changed my name, but I didn't change the birthday. So I know, and it was like.
Fucking crook.
This is ridiculous.
The birthday said 8/17/1977.
come.
When I tell you, I tried to show that thing. I tried to zoom in on my name so they wouldn't see it. So they wouldn't see the birthday. Like, oh yeah, this is me. Yeah. But I got in.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know, the great thing about this is now that we're on StreamYard, when the feds bust in and arrest you, we'll have it all documented.
We'll have it. Because if it's not recorded, did it really happen?
Exactly. This is going to be great promotion. Now, as I look for a new co-host, it might be a struggle, but
I mean, we have StreamYard. We can do this. I can do this from the jail cell.
Right, you can.
Because you seen the people in jail.
Right.
They be on Snapchat.
All kind of, I'll be like, are they in jail really?
Yeah.
Like, it makes you kind of want to do a crime because.
Well, no.
Because think about it. You living rent free. You're living rent free. You get 3 meals a day.
Okay.
They got PlayStations. They got 57-inch TVs. They got cell phones.
Yeah, but you got to worry about murderers and thieves fighting you.
And you do that when you walk outside. We live in Los Angeles.
You can kind of control the environment when you are outside.
A little bit.
You can put yourself in situations where, all right, it's a lesser of a risk of me getting stabbed or like.
Right. All that. Yeah, that good shit. But then you also have to live on somebody else's schedule, and like you gotta. They give you your yard time, and nobody said that the food was good. Like I'm good. I'm okay.
No, listen. I'll be protected.
You would not do.
I would be protected. I told you.
Well,
the first day I'll be somebody's bitch.
You gotta do what you
I'm
gotta
somebody's
do.
bitch. First day out.
Look.
Hi, I'm new. Excuse me, sir. With all the muscles.
Yep. Right.
I'm your bitch.
You're right. Right.
I belong to you. So everybody, I want to make this public announcement before we go any further in this. I belong to Big Shirley. Me and Big Shirley. We're together.
Wow.
Okay.
Come on, Big Shirley.
Okay. And Shirley probably got like little pigtails.
She also doubles as the deacon. Yeah, the prison deacon.
The service.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible.
That's me. First day out.
I love that.
Honesty.
Yeah, you should do a documentary and then you have to drop a track.
I would. First day out.
Right, first day out.
First day out. Me, JT, the baby.
I'm excited.
Big Shirley.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Be free too.
Yeah.
Big Shirley gonna be on the hook.
Big Shirley gonna be good. Who needs Mary when you have Big Shirley?
Who needs Mary? Who needs Donnie McKirkland when you have Big Shirley?
Right, period.
It's a gospel song.
She's done her time.
It's a gospel song.
Yeah.
Like I'm free. Wow.
Incredible.
This is disgusting.
This is disgusting. How did we get here? How did we get here?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, but yes, that's what I would do if I went to jail. No, but that's what I did this weekend. And then yesterday we went to the Posh party, which was really cool. Shout out to DJ Damage.
Is that day party?
It was a Posh day party at Penthouse.
Yes.
Now Penthouse looks a lot bigger on the Instagram.
Did they change it?
I don't know. It looks a lot smaller in person. I went in and I was a little shook. It was so many people at the door, and I was like, how do you get it? Now they have a wonderful outside area. So the outside was nice. Like,
so this wasn't the upstairs part. This was the downstairs part?
Well, you think in Penthouse in West Hollywood.
Oh, which one are you talking about?
That's no longer there. It's a new Penthouse in actual Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and that's where it was. And it was a nice venue. Shout out, that's shout out DJ Damage.
You did.
Okay, shout out DJ Damage. And
no free promo.
Yeah. So, but one thing that was really annoying to me, you know, when we go to a regular club, right, when they bring out bottles, they just bring out the bottles. The bottle girls come out with the things
and the sparklers,
and stuff. Right, cool. Now, this club is so extra that when you buy a bottle or you buy multiple bottles, they have a girl come down on a disco ball.
Oh, good shit.
It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's a production.
That's eccentric.
It is.
Right.
But every time they do it, they stop the music and play Chandelier
by Sia.
By Sia.
No.
So we're turning up the Gucci. Yellow lemonades with the best song. Turn it. Like the fuck, girls! If you don't just drop this damn ball and just, then they also have like a helicopter, like an airplane. This is a disco ball and they have an airplane. When you buy lesser bottles, you get the airplane, and then it's also like, it was so much going on. So then like they come in the airplane, and then like the music stuff there was like now landing. So I'm like, We get it. And then they start trying to have like a bottle competition. So like this section's buying a bottle, and this section buying a bottle, and this section buying a bottle, and then this section buying a bottle. Because it was like Winnie Harlow's birthday, so she was there. Miss Nikki Baby was there.
Okay.
Some scammers were there as well.
That.
So you know the scammers, they trying to compete with everybody else.
Absolutely.
So it just after a while, I was like, yeah, we get it. We like honestly get it. Just bring them all out at once, and just press all your buttons at once. So like this.
So they have. So every single time that happens, they stop the music.
Just do that.
I guess so.
That's ridiculous.
So every time they had a new bottle, they stopped the music.
They stopped the music to do that.
That's obnoxious.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
We paid all this good money to come up in here to hear Sia for 16 every 20 minutes.
I would have been pissed.
I said, y'all ain't finished that bottle that fast.
That's when they keep abusing back
but you
that
know
ass
what?
up in the club.
Yeah, okay. But it probably did because you know how black people, one person get a section. And then there's 20 people
in that section.
Yeah. Drinking on that one bottle. Passing around. Y'all just take little shots.
Yeah.
But no, other than that, it was really cool.
You know what that sounds like? The plane in the club? Hip Hop Helicopter.
Hip Hop Helicopter.
Remember that episode of The Proud Family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have played that instead of.
I can't stand you for bringing that.
Hip Hop Helicopter. That shit is iconic.
You know what?
What?
We're calling Penthouse today. Change that song because if it did Hip Hop Helicopter, I wouldn't be mad.
That's right. You'd be like Hip Hop Helicopter. Yeah.
I would not be mad.
That would be the cut.
Put a little beat behind
it. All the way back. Wow.
Yeah, but that was my week.
Fucking TJ said pregnant guwap to Sia is mad disrespectful.
Yes. It was doing the most. I was so upset about it.
I'm weak. Okay, sounds like an eventful week.
It was.
Okay. Well, you didn't ask, but my week.
We did ask you. I asked you how was North Crackalacky.
Oh yeah.
And then that was your segue to tell us more.
I didn't. I was.
You said I'm a professional.
I was.
You said
I
do
am.
this.
I do.
We 212. This episode 212th.
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
I'm a professional.
I'm a fucking professional.
I don't know where you've been for the last 212 episodes.
You don't need to worry about where I've been.
When I throw you the oop,
you ain't throw the fucking nothing.
I'm LeBron. You are AD. Right now,
Sports Reference. Who's AD?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Number 3.
I said I was a professional journalist, not athlete.
Right now, you're acting like Sha'Carri from the sidelines.
Hey, look. My good lit sis. We will be talking about her later.
Okay.
I'm very much.
But how was I'm sorry. Eric.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Oh, thank you so much. It was good. It was really good. I've been chilling. I was in a music video last week.
Well, okay. So please walk me through this because all I seen was you in the bed, and a bunch of cameras. And
wait, what are you talking about?
I seen you in the bed with cameras. It was a cameraman around you on your Instagram. I don't know. Now you're acting like you don't know. You had on a white shirt and some black shorts.
Now he's stuck and he don't even remember what he did.
You was in a white t-shirt and some black booty shorts as normal. And you were on the bed. It was cameras around you. And I thought, wow.
Okay.
Wow. Eric has officially joined OnlyFans.
I told you.
But I thought it was a very professional OnlyFans because it wasn't on a phone.
Right now.
It was a red camera.
Yeah.
And I was proud of you.
I got a camera crew.
I could not. I was so ready to put link in the bio on the Get Right Radio Show page.
Okay,
I was like, my sister's about to get these coins. I said, I'm so ready.
Because unemployment's not timely.
It's not timely.
Point, you got to do some straight.
And that check come every week, I heard.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It really does. And the people are nice. No, that was actually a commercial for Keep It Vertical and Milk It Media. So shout outs to them for the amazing content day that they did. It was a bunch of different creatives and brands that came together and we just shot content. So that was dope. It really took me a minute. I'm like, was I doing porn? I've been thinking.
He really was thinking. He was
like, now how did Kevin see that one?
Right. Like I didn't even drop the link yet.
I thought that was on my secret page.
Right. These bitches linked my shit. So yeah, that was that. Aside from that, I went on a date yesterday.
Hey.
Okay.
You went on Come on, get a sound effect. Yeah, I went on a date and that was cool.
Look at your face.
He's so fucking obnoxious.
Extra.
But he hates when I do this to him.
Okay.
He hates when I do this to him.
Okay.
But yeah.
So don't just.
It was good.
I don't want to just skipped over the date. You know, just skip. I went on a date.
Was it a good?
It was really good. We went go-karting, but we couldn't go-kart because they had like this 9-person on the track limit. I'm like, what kind of ghetto shit is this? So that was that. But we played at the arcade. I lost mad times, and I'm very competitive. So I'm learning that a first or second date at like a competitive space is not good for me. You'll get to see me like if I don't win.
It's a. But that's a part of the date. Like if somebody like you supposed to let that person
see all of you.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, then he fucking hated me.
So he was like, no, I'm winning today.
Yeah, like that ass.
Lose.
I was like, all right,
That's
shit.
crazy.
I low-key wanted to tell him to walk home, but he drove. So I was just like, okay. But so yeah, that was that.
Okay. Wait, sometimes is this the same one from the other date?
Huh?
Is this the same from the other date, or is this a different date?
This is a different date.
Hold on, I got a better one for you.
Wait, I know exactly where we're going with this one.
For you, I'm so proud of you.
I know where we're going with this one. I knew it.
Nasty, put some clothes on. I told you. Okay, I'm happy that you're out here dating because we had this conversation about you experiencing dates. Did they pay?
No.
He didn't pay.
He drove me home.
Did he go in your home?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
It was a really good day. It was a really good day, and that was all for my week.
Okay.
Go on.
How was your week?
Oh man, my week was productive. It was very productive. Dropped the album.
Congratulations.
Joy, that's what the album is called. Streaming on all platforms.
I know that's right.
Dropped that. Went to like a record release party. Met some like dope creatives, dope musicians. Had a big photo shoot the other day. Can't tell you what the name of the magazine is, but I'll be in the next issue.
NDA.
Yes, sir.
I know that's
I'll
right.
be in the next issue coming real soon, so look out for that.
Okay.
I'm also a life coach, so I train people and teach people how to eat right and diet, and like hit the gym and how to work out and shit. So did that, super productive. And what else? Went to a party the other day with a homie. Tapped in with some dope DJs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Networked, had a good time, caught a vibe. Danced to some like reggae music and some, you know what I mean?
That's a rarity out here.
Shabba ranks.
Come on, Shabba Ranks.
Shabba.
Because if it ain't Sean Paul out here, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, so it was dope. So yeah, my week was very productive, very high powered. So
that's beautiful.
A lot of beautiful things, a lot of great things. And I woke up this morning and now I'm here. So yeah.
Eric wants to fight me because I muted his computer because it's an echo.
Did you?
Yeah.
Keith told me not to. Oh, it is mute.
Okay, I just muted it.
Oh, what the fuck? Anyway. So is that how you get? So by you going to these spots and networking with DJs and stuff, is like that one of the ways that you get your track played?
That is a way you can get your track played.
And how likely is that?
It all depends on how you cultivate that relationship.
Mm.
Like if you like spend time with the relationship, like constantly like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and if they see you like consistent and relevant, then they'll like, you know, take ear to it. But then what makes it even better is if they like your music.
Okay.
So,
well, yeah, I would hope.
So if they like your music, then it's like it makes it that much easier to like throw the alley-oop. But like if they don't like your music, then it's just like then you have to just make that relationship work.
Right. Where they're just like, I fuck with you anyway, so I'm gonna play it.
And or pay them.
Okay.
But I tend to like everything like on a genuine, like more natural, comfortable feel. So like if we can connect on that level and you also like messing with my music, then and you decide to play it, then that's beautiful. That's love.
Right.
It all worked out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. It's giving me very much glitter.
That was the reference in my mind.
Was it?
It was the reference in my mind.
Come on.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. We need a track so we can go try and get a DJ to play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a camera. We should actually record the worst track in the world.
There's a lot out there.
We should like record like a trash ass track, right?
Okay.
And then we should like really like shop it like it's the greatest thing ever, and to see which DJs will actually play it. Okay. Like let them listen to our song and like let them get their natural reaction to our trash ass song and see how far we can go.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of competition out there. Today's music is it's a doozy.
Man.
Not all, of
Absolutely.
course,
No,
but
no,
you know,
no.
it's just
Cream rise to the top.
yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
I previewed some of the music.
Did you?
I did. I had a person listen party.
Yeah.
It's actually really, really
They
good.
banged for you?
It really is good.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
It is
For
really
real.
good.
I'm excited to hear it.
It is really good.
So that means he has to be a feature when you do your EP. Kelvin's doing an EP.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I've been told you that.
Yeah.
Let me in the studio.
I'm holding him accountable
been
because he will not get in the studio.
That was actually the conversation we had.
Yeah.
When we had the meeting at the bar.
Yeah.
I was just like, bro, you need to put out music. He was like, all this is already done. I already wrote all the beats. Ooh, I just don't go to the studio. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Get the fuck in the studio and just drop the track.
Just drop it.
Well,
just drop it, bro.
Everybody's
you never
on my
know.
head.
Somebody might need it.
A Lotus
You're
Hustle
right.
Life says, get in the studio.
And then I want it. And then I want to hear it too.
Right.
So it's like,
I just want to do some ad libs.
you feel me?
Ugh.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Go crazy.
a lot of that.
in the back.
Nasty bitch.
For real.
A lot of like
sweating in the booth, sweating hot.
right. Absolutely.
Pass the blunt.
Okay.
I don't even smoke, but right now,
right. It's a
Just
vibe.
because you need to know
Just
somebody's
because.
smoking in the studio to make it a real track.
Okay, yes, this is true.
Right.
Right. Vibe.
Mhm.
Somebody has to.
I have
Yeah.
a pre-roll.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Come
I have
on.
a pre-roll, guys. It's me in the back. Hey.
I love that. I love that.
Nah, but get in the studio though. Like
I am.
for real.
I am.
ASAP.
I am.
Because
I am.
we need that.
My birthday's it's supposed to drop on my birthday, and it's November.
Okay.
So it's August. That gives me 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got this.
The
Buckle
pressure's
down.
down. The pressure's on.
You feel
Yeah,
it.
it's on.
You feel it. Okay. So you've been shopping around your music,
Yeah.
vibing with DJs and all that.
Yeah.
How long have you lived in LA?
Like going on 3 months now.
Oh, so you're
He's a
new out
newbie.
here.
Mhm.
Ah.
Very new, very new. I've yet to even like explore like 10-15% of this place.
I feel that.
Because like as soon as I got here, I was just like music,
Yeah.
working, studio, photo shoots, tapping in, networking,
Hit the ground running.
hit the ground running, and like I ain't even had like after the drop, that was like my first time like me actually coming out coming up for air.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
okay, what's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, I definitely want to see more of LA and experience the actual culture out here a little bit more and get a feel of it. But yeah, it's definitely been a beautiful experience though. And I don't get like a lot of the negative slander because it's negativity anywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's, the devil can find you in your house. You feel me? So like,
I know that's right. I know that ain't right,
So,
actually. Yeah.
LA ain't the mecca of like all this craziness that, you know, people try
People
to
try to
portray
say.
it is. But, you know, from my experience, I've met a lot of wholesome, like dope people, especially like in their own realms. Like everybody's popping, everybody got like 20,000, 30,000 Instagram followers doing this, doing that.
Right.
So it's like they're not on a famine mentality. You feel me? So it's like a feast mentality out here. It's like, oh, I'm doing this. Oh, let's connect. You feel me? We can do this together, or we can, you know what I'm saying? So it's not all about every man for himself out here.
Yeah.
It's just a little different, especially, you know.
It gets a hard rep,
Yeah.
but it there are very like social open spaces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It just depends on who you're connecting with,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
So you'll see, but I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Especially as a creative. You'll
Yeah,
definitely enjoy
for
it.
real. Especially tapping in with people like this guy, because he gonna make sure you around all the good
Oh, yeah.
energy. You feel me? Like
Kelvin's
you
good for
you
that.
got good energy. You feel me? So I was like,
I do what I can.
That's all vibes.
vibes.
God
The
connected
vibes.
me to this social hoe, and it's been a blessing.
It's a bit of
It's been a
I'm a
blessing.
social whore.
Yeah.
I'll be a social whore.
Very on brand.
It's very on brand.
Very on brand.
Change my Instagram bio now.
Social whore. Love that.
Social whore.
I love that. I own 10% of this company. All right. Well, let's talk about some other people's lives. Ladies and
Lord.
gentlemen, it is time for Bitch. You better read. All right. Number one.
Number one.
So the baby goes on Twitter rant apologizing to HIV and AIDS community for controversial comments. So I'm pretty sure y'all all know about the whole DaBaby plus everybody's situation at this point because it's become a whole conglomerate of mess. DaBaby is still feeling the fallout from his controversial statements made during his Rolling Loud performance, and now he's apologizing to the HIV/AIDS community for offending them.
I have the clip.
Go for it. Save my throat. Pause.
For real.
Show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if you smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas,
Lights up.
fellas, if you ain't sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone like
Let's be real about this.
Yeah, keep it real.
Some of y'all suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
That's tough.
We love it. So the baby has been dealing with the backlash since his Sunday night set, in which he made comments to the crowd that specifically targeted the queer community and those living with HIV and AIDS. He doubled down on his statements Monday while addressing the backlash in a separate 4-minute video he uploaded to his IG story. Baby explained that his words were only meant for the audience that was present to amp them up, and added that even his gay fans participated in the call out because his gay fans don't got fucking AIDS. Other celebs, including Dua Lipa, who collaborated with DaBaby for her song Levitating, began putting distance between themselves and Baby over his words. DaBaby decided to officially release an apology, but not before calling out people for their hypocrisy in a series of tweets, which were seemingly addressed to Dua Lipa and others. I tell fans to put a cell phone light in the air, and y'all start a Million Man March, DaBaby tweeted. I told you y'all digested that wrong, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm impressed. Now show the same amount of support when a racist cop kills one of our black asses. Y'all not. He continued, anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS/HIV, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I had no intentions on offending anybody, so my apologies. But the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you. Y'all business is y'all's business. And you know, at this point, I feel like this conversation is oversaturated because I feel like it's been on go for at least a week.
Mm-hmm.
I sent you this link when I was in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sent you the video at the crack of dawn because I felt like you were gonna condemn me first if I didn't just send it to you, because I am a huge DaBaby advocate. Like that's one of my baby daddies.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended.
Danny.
So now it's just like, damn, I had to let him go to the streets because just like you can't embarrass me publicly. We're an entity.
Yeah.
So, you know, at this point, I feel like it's been a week and I feel like it's oversaturated. Everyone keeps adding their input to the conversation. We've seen Elton John, Dua Lipa. We've seen Raven Simone and her white wife. We've seen
Demi Lovato,
who's always going to slap herself in front of a LGBTQIA movement. She's such a pick-me. You know, but it just feels like everybody has an opinion. Crusty ass Boosie, fucking T.I. is in the conversation.
T.I. always has something to say.
Always
About
with his
something.
fucking rape predatory charges.
Look, those are crickets.
I was like, what the fuck is
Those
that?
are crickets. Well, you know how I feel about Boosie and T.I.
Yeah, they're in our lame Hall of
They're
Fame.
in their lame Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there's a few special
I know about this.
forces in that lame Hall of Fame.
I don't know why they always
feel.
feel like they are the voice of
Right.
the culture.
Yeah.
Like whenever something comes up, they are the ones I'm gonna speak out. And then it's
Yeah.
usually something that's so backhanded and the dumbest shit ever.
Counterintuitive to
Yeah.
anything that's actually going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Mind you,
like
there's situations where they do touch on certain subjects, but like for the most part, some of it would be like, bro, you didn't even have to do that.
T.I. learned a few big words and he wants to be this generation's Malcolm X. And it's
he
just not
really
happening.
does, but I don't know
Articulate.
who's booking him to speak.
He just keeps speaking. The only
No.
person who needs to book him is the judge. Him and Tiny.
Lock him up.
That's it.
Mm.
Let's see how
Where-
you can coach
do
them
we-
fucking inmates.
Where's the locked up? We don't even
I don't know
have
if
that
do
no
we
more.
have it?
We don't
Fuck.
even have it no more.
Fuck.
Won't let me.
We used to have it. It's not even here no
So
more.
sad. It's okay. Next week we'll be back.
Next week.
But I say all this to say at this point, we see that DaBaby keeps losing endorsements and stuff. Do you feel like the situation is being dragged, or like this is what needs to happen, or how much is enough at this point?
I think that coming off of a very, very political summer of 2020,
Mhm.
and not just about the election, but Black Lives Matter and the marches and people feeling, I won't say vindicated, but people feeling the need to speak out on things that were wrong.
Mhm.
Because now we have found new allies. We, as in the Black community, we have found new allies in places that we probably wouldn't have before. So for someone who they feel they may have marched for, because we have given DaBaby a lot of slack.
Absolutely.
When he punched a girl in the club for
Few
putting
people.
the light in his face.
Uh-huh.
When he literally killed someone in Walmart and we let that thing go.
Did we see that? Or
There's
did
a-
we just hear about
No,
it?
there's a photo of the man lying dead on the ground at Walmart that DaBaby shot him in the
And
stomach.
then he talk about it in his music.
He
too.
talked.
I
in his-
remember that.
in the number one song, Rockstar. He literally says, "I killed him and I'll do it again."
Mhm.
Wow.
And we let that pass.
Mhm.
So I think now we're fed up of the BS. Like I get sometimes, like when you go out and the DJ may be like, "Ladies, if your pussy clean, make some noise." I get that. He said that if your pussy smells like water, put your light in the air. We
Mhm.
get that. But then to say like, if you ain't got AIDS or HIV,
Right.
where did this
That
come
come
from?
from?
That is
Right.
so left field.
In a concert environment.
In a
Yes.
concert environment, when we know that people in our community, like 1 out of 5, 6,
Yeah.
Mhm.
are affected or know somebody affected with it.
Yeah.
So you say this at a hip hop concert, which you know there's black people there, and you know there's a lot of different races. HIV is not just a black gay disease, so let's clear that up.
Mhm.
It affects so many people. It is the equal opportunity disease. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
so for you to say that in a public forum,
insensitive.
it's so insensitive.
Yeah.
And then to go on another rant, talk about niggas sucking dick in the
Yeah, that,
who
like,
who
come on.
turned you down? Who turned you down on the way?
I don't know.
What happened on the way to the stage is what I want to know, baby.
Hey.
Because
Hey.
something must have happened. Because if that's the
Yeah.
first thing on your mind, why were you on stage?
Come on.
Like, what is going on? Like, why would you even bring that up? And then I do want to applaud people for standing up and actually saying that, okay, this is wrong.
Which
Now,
people?
other people.
There's a few celebrities, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a few. Yes.
I do, yeah, because I think that one thing we have to do is I'm not a fan of cancel culture. I think
Mhm.
cancel culture is stupid, and I
Mhm.
think that it's dumb when we don't actually go through it. Right now, we're all be mad at the baby, but if the baby 2 weeks from now drop the dope song, everybody in the club's gonna play it.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
We're all gonna go crazy for it.
Mm-hmm.
They played "Cry Baby" at the party last night, but they didn't play the baby's first. They
Oh,
just played Megan's part.
that's reading the room.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
definitely reading the room. So I think that we have to have a plan of action when we're canceling people. We
Mhm.
just can't say you're canceled, and then the next day or 2 months later, we're like, oh well, let me sneak and listen to this.
Yeah.
It's pretty soon. We ain't gonna have anybody else to cancel.
We're not.
Yeah.
Then everybody's gonna be afraid to do anything.
Yeah, and I do hate that. Like, I do think that people should share their beliefs. I mean, it teaches you who you actually need to be supporting and things of that sort. But I can't help but wonder, are we canceling him because of the white cosign at this point? Because I think, like, we know black people don't really give a fuck about LGBTQIA,
Mhm.
or really the HIV/AIDS epidemic
Mhm.
openly.
Mhm.
So it's just like, well, I don't know if the black community would have canceled him, but I feel like what's canceling him is the fact that he got Park Fest. He's removed from Boohoo Man dropped their endorsement.
Lollapalooza just
Lollapalooza
dropped him.
dropped him. So it's just like, I don't think the canceling is coming from the community. I think the community has like a slight timely outrage that
Mhm.
expires within like a week or two.
Mhm.
But the cancellation is not really coming from the black side, because all of these endorsements that he's losing are black.
Well, this is the thing. We talked about this before. The African American community is so forgiving because we have been forced to be forgiving for so long. And so when it's someone on our side, we feel like we can't let this black brother go away.
Yeah.
We need to wrap our arms around him. And I agree with that. It's to be a teachable lesson, and we should let him grow from this. But the comments and the backhanded apology
Yeah.
does not let him apologize
It's like
or let him grow.
It doesn't reassure us
That he's gonna be
that
okay.
We should continue to embrace him, because it's like, bro, you just like it was like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you say, I apologize to everybody living with HIV and AIDS, but all the LGBT y'all do y'all.
Basically,
Like,
fuck y'all.
why was that extra part needed?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
listen, I apologize for my comments. I understand that they were offensive to most people, and I want to say I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Leave the latter part out. Like,
Yeah.
why is it there?
Whoever doing this PR should be.
I don't think anyone is doing this.
Whoever's doing this PR is living a nightmare right now. Because, like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck off Twitter,
Right. I don't think he has a PR team. I think those days of like PR teams are pretty much over unless you have like a really big team that understands the game behind you.
Right.
Like maybe a Rock Nation artist. Like Meg probably has a PR.
Mhm.
But the baby at this point,
the baby should have a PR because he's had 2 #1 hit songs.
Mhm.
He's Rockstar was on the chart for like 9 weeks, #1.
Yeah, he's
So
A-list.
He's A-list at the Grammys. He's performing in front of these major artists. He had 2 sets. He did one with Dua Lipa, and then he had his own thing. Like he's in a position to know that his voice matters and what he says is going to be picked up. He's not playing at motherfucking backyard barbecues.
Right.
Right.
He's doing major festivals. He's at Lollapalooza. He's at Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
He was probably going to be at Coachella.
Quite possibly.
These are major festivals. A lot of people are invested in his product now.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing the things. That's why I think we need to start holding people accountable before they get to this moment,
Mhm.
because we gave him so many chances.
Right.
When he punched the girl in the eye,
Mhm.
we should have said, "Whoa, bro, chill out. What are you
What are
doing?"
you doing?
Instead of being like, "Well, she shouldn't have been close with the phone. Like, if the phone was in my face, I would have punched him too."
Come on.
No, what? No.
We are always gonna have those pick me people.
Yeah, but it's like, why did it take this for everybody to wake up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It should have been handled in house beforehand.
yeah. I really think it's the white cosign because black people really don't. We don't hit people. We don't hit our people in the pockets. We
No, we
kind of
don't.
just speak on the issue and then like let it fade out. But
Mhm.
white people, these endorsements he's losing are white.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So that's
Oh, yeah.
what's really canceling him. I really don't want to see this be the end of DaBaby because ultimately I do support him as an artist, or I did support him as an artist, and I also feel like he's talented and unique. But at the same time, I really do hope that these hits humble him.
Right.
Because I feel like he's just been running like he's untouchable and everybody can get touched.
Yeah.
We've seen it and said it time and time again, but we'll see what happens, Jonathan. Number 2.
Number 2.
So police arrested a woman at a pool after she refused to stop playing WAP.
Hey, she said it was wet out there.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's her
Oh,
truth.
sorry,
And she should be able to tell it.
She should be able to tell it.
A Pennsylvania woman was arrested after she caused a disturbance at a pool when she refused to turn off Cardi B's and Megan Thee Stallion's WAP. Stephanie Crute was visiting the bungalow pool in Tamaqua with her 2 daughters when she was approached by police officers about her music. According to Baller Alert, Crute and her family refused to leave the pool due to her loud music, specifically when she played the explicit version of WAP. However, during the confrontation with police, Crute allegedly pushed one of them, resisted, and started attacking pool attendees along with other officers.
No.
Her 11-year-old daughter was also caught up in the situation as she allegedly hit an officer to protect her mother from being detained.
Oh my gosh.
After her arrest, Crute allegedly kicked an officer while sitting in the back of a patrol car, and one of the officers she attacked was transported to a local hospital for treatment. Crute was held at Schuylkill County
that
Prison.
makes sense.
At Schuylkill County Prison on charges of felony, aggravated assault, misdemeanor, simple assault, harassment, and disorderly conduct. It is unknown what happened to her second daughter, but the 11-year-old is currently living with her father.
What?
I just put this in here because I love a daily dose of ghetto.
Now
Ain't
listen.
no video of this?
I know,
I wish
right?
it was. I wish it was.
I know this would be
Like
interesting.
WWE. First off, I get it.
Playing WAP at the pool.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
It makes
Sure.
sense.
Mhm.
You're a female.
Mhm.
You're in the pool.
Right.
Mhm.
What do you have?
But that's pussy.
Wet ass pussy. That's
That's
what you
true.
have. That is a fact.
Yeah, it's true.
Now, was it
Absolutely.
naturally wet? No.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Chlorine made her dried it up.
Mm,
We don't know.
yeah.
I don't know her pH balance
There's
down
layers
there.
to this.
I don't know what's going on.
Right.
So maybe throughout the week she was dry.
Yeah.
Maybe she was a dap all week.
Ah,
She was a dap
He did
all
not
week.
A
just
dry ass
say
pussy.
it.
She was a dry ass pussy all
lip
week.
control.
pH balance.
Chapstick needed to go down.
Okay,
there,
yeah.
So she was just dry all week. She got to the pool,
Mhm.
got wet.
Wow.
She said, "You know what? This is a celebratory moment."
Right.
Nene, that's the baby name.
Okay.
That's in
That's
my
the
mind.
11-year-old.
This 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Nene, go play that Megan and Cardi song. What's it called? WEP. It's called the WEP. WAP Mama. It's called WAP. Play the WAP song. Put it on repeat. Cause guess what I finally got? Took all these years, but guess what I got? Okay.
Been so long.
Bitch, suck it. Okay. Okay. She's in the pool. She finally got some WAP. So now she's celebrating this WAP for the first time in years.
Wow.
It's been years since she had WAP.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
The part where that got me is she resisted arrest and then went to go still fight the people at the pool.
Yeah.
Because y'all were not about to mess up this moment for her. I understand.
How'd she get away from the cops?
It's been
first of all?
years.
I think
It's been years since she had some WAP.
and I think the disturbance
And
probably
they are
happened.
not.
The
Go ahead.
disturbance probably happened during her favorite part of the song.
You know it did.
Yeah, during the next part.
me, dripped down the side of me.
That's what
She's
pissed her
never
off.
dripped.
Right. Right.
She hasn't dripped.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. It's been every time she walks.
That's the
She goes to the bathroom to pee. And people like, "Oh my gosh, ma'am, I'm sorry, you okay?" Oh yeah, it's just my pussy.
with the baby powder dust.
Right.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it was.
Oh my God, Kelvin!
Look at God.
I don't know if this is misogyny or what, but I don't know how this can be spun.
What do you mean when I get canceled?
Yeah,
They're not gonna cancel me over this.
Accountability culture, not cancel culture. Accountability culture.
I am being accountable. I am telling this black woman's story.
You were telling her, okay. A true journalist.
Her story must be told.
It's me not doing
So
my
when
job.
the cops came up and they tried to stop this celebration, she said, no.
Destiny Child voice.
Okay.
Right.
Latavia at the highest peak. Okay.
Got it.
She said, no.
Wow.
I'm celebrating my WAP.
Yeah.
And my WAP will be heard throughout this entire apartment complex. And they said, no, ma'am, we understand. But the people don't want to hear this. She said, they're going to hear me.
Right.
And they probably try to turn off the radio.
Yeah.
And she said, no, this is mine. This is my property. And then they probably pushed her in the pool. And then she was real wet.
Right. Wet pussy Saturdays.
Wet pussy Saturdays.
And then her hair must.
Then her hair.
That's why she. That's
why she fought.
Exactly what it was.
Okay.
She was like, "Y'all gonna get my hair wet
Let's break
too?
it down.
Y'all gonna try
break
to
it
arrest
down.
me?" And then, okay.
I think we should let her out. Given all the details presented, I think she should be let out.
What's her name? Free.
What's her name?
Let's go back. Not
Crute.
Stephanie.
Free Stephanie
Free
Crute.
Stephanie Cruz.
I'm getting t-shirts tomorrow.
Free wet pussy Stephanie.
Free WAP pussy. Free WAP Stephanie. Free WAP Stephanie. That's what we need to do. People, you see how they like to spin these stories?
Yeah.
They wanted us to be against Stephanie for fighting the police.
Right.
And her 11-year, because the daughter understood.
Yeah. The 11-year-old daughter.
The 11-year-old daughter knew her mama was dry.
Right.
She's the one that encouraged her to get to the pool.
She
She said, "Mama, your birthday's next week. We're going to the pool."
That makes so much sense. But what happens to the other daughter who didn't do anything?
It was two.
There's two daughters. There's one who fought another officer, and then there's one who just sat there
and watched.
Yeah,
that's usually the second daughter. She's like, "These y'all just like embarrassing. This is so crazy."
Because they didn't tell her about the DAP.
Oh, so she thinks this is all coming from left field.
All coming from left field.
Oh.
The 11-year-old knew mama had DAP.
Okay.
That's why she told her to take a dip. Now the other one was just over there just chilling. So that's why she was confused. She was confusion in the whole situation. But I hope she's okay because the other one with the daddy. So maybe she with the grandma.
Wow.
Yeah, shout out to Ladies Night. Hello, ladies. Lotus says WAP needs to be celebrated at all costs.
At all costs.
And she also says she'll take a XL shirt, please.
From what? Oh,
I
for
guess
the
free
shirt. Yes,
yes.
Free WAP Stephanie. Yes. We're gonna get those made.
We'll have that done by the end of the episode. Yes. Definitely.
Handwritten.
Yeah.
They're gonna be hand drawn shirts. Free WAP Stephanie. Somebody got a Sharpie.
Right.
With the red
Sharpie. Big block letters.
This came in this very last minute. We got to work with what we got. Adapt.
Settle for $20 a pop. Okay. Out the trunk.
Right. I love that.
Don't be trying to take our likeness.
Okay. This is copyright. This is on the stream.
Right.
Here we are.
We know. Number 3.
Sha'Carri
Richardson poses a question to fans on Twitter saying, "Missing me yet?" Earlier this month, Sha'Carri Richardson was the name on everyone's lips as she quickly went from getting ready for the Tokyo Olympics to getting disqualified for marijuana use. Fast forward a few weeks, and now Sha'Carri Richardson has taken to social media to ask her fans how they're holding up without her presence in the world of track and field. As the Tokyo Olympics officially ends its first week, Team USA has managed to earn multiple victories and gold medals in the process, but currently disqualified Sha'Carri Richardson wants to know a simple question from her fans. Talking to Twitter, Sha'Carri posted the following tweet that read, "Missing me yet?" Despite the ladies who are currently representing for their countries and enjoying their Olympic moments, Sha'Carri seemingly implied that the Tokyo Olympics would be better if she were there competing in track and field events. Although out of the Olympics, she has been keeping herself busy, most notably by starring in the recent Beats by Dre commercial featuring brand new music from none other than Kanye West. Just before that, she was offered a whopping $250,000 to be the new spokesperson for a vaping company, an offer that she has not publicly accepted as of now. As previously reported, Sha'Carri Richardson made national headlines when she was formally disqualified from competing in any Tokyo Olympic events after testing positive for marijuana, which is prohibited in an Olympic competition. The reason why I put this in here is because I was reading through the comments and people started to do that whole Megan big celebrity type swap, and they were just like, Sha'Carri is not humble at all. She needs to bring herself down to earth, and who does she think she is? And I was just like, I feel like while I'm not always on the blogs, I feel like you miss a day and you miss a whole energy shift.
Mhm.
I'm like, when did we all start shading Sha'Carri?
But the thing is, the Jamaican women's team did a clean sweep.
Yeah, they did.
And guess who wouldn't have did that if she was there? And the double standard is that what's the female soccer player?
Don't get me started. Oh, Naomi?
No, Naomi. No,
Oh, that's
Naomi plays
tennis. I don't fucking watch sports in that.
Oh my god, she's a female soccer player. She's really big.
Anna something.
I can't think of her name.
Is she white?
Yeah, she is white.
Anna
But
Kovalchuk?
they did a whole article.
Coca-Cola.
They did a whole article. I can't deal with y'all. They did just naming white people. Was it Barbara Streisand? I think it was Barbara. Barbara played tennis, right? No.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor. It was Taylor.
Taylor.
She does something like that, right? I think so.
Shit, black
Just
people.
name it. No, but like they did a whole article about how CBD was helping her prepare for the Olympics.
Wow, and they spun it. Wow.
So my thing is, I thought that they were two of the same things. Like they just extract the THC in the CBD, and it's all come from the same plant. And my degree's in journalism. I'm not a biologist. So from my mind, I thought that was the same thing.
You're talking about those two Asians?
No, so it's a white woman.
How about
She got purple hair.
Oh no, yeah,
She
I'm out of
plays
it.
soccer.
I don't know.
But it's the double standard for me. Like we're gonna take out Takari for smoking a little bit, but we're gonna praise the other person for using it for healing processes. And like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just not fair. It's not. It does not equate. But I don't know why they always try to humble the black women. Like, cause if LeBron said it during the playoffs, like if everybody had a sweep, like let's say the Suns got swept. And LeBron's would have said, "Miss me." They'd be like, "Yep, we missed LeBron. Like it would have been a good finals. It would have been.
And wouldn't have thought twice about
Wouldn't
that
have thought
statement.
twice about the statement. But because of Sha'Carri, she talking her shit. She's the fastest woman right now. She still has a record. And then when she comes back in the piece in the world championships and all the other titles, she's going to regain and get those medals. So why can't she talk her stuff?
I don't know. People are very weird.
Yeah, and we need to start doing a better job, especially as start uplifting our athletes, because what they're doing is not every regular day people can do or even think about doing. And then the dedication, the time they spend for like getting their bodies and their minds and their spirits prepared to like perform on that kind of stage. Like we need to just uplift that. Like we like forget like what she do in her spare time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't even be important. Like, and then on top of that, like what you said about spinning how it was cool for the white girl to do the CBD, but then we castrate the black woman. Like we need to change the stigma behind that herb, because there's been a lot of ingenuity in the medical marijuana field that really help people.
Yeah.
Not only people, but athletes continue to perform. Like Gronk from Tampa Bay. Like he has like a CBD company that helps like athletes use CBD and medical marijuana products to like continue them to keep performing and not like kill themselves when they leave the league or something like that, because they don't know how to like deal with like not performing in front of 50,000 people on Sundays or in Olympics. And when they become regular people, they don't know how to deal with just being regular people. So that helps them transition from, that stage to, you feel me, just being, every day. So we need to start uplifting our athletes and encouraging them to do things like that can help them continue to perform for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes we forget this is a high level of performance entertainment.
Of course.
Like sports is like the biggest entertainment thing. Like we always look at our dancers and singers and rappers and stuff like that, but without sports, what would we really do? Think about how with the pandemic, when it first happened, everybody was going crazy because they didn't have no basketball, no football, no nothing. Like they are $1 million entertainers, and we don't support their mental health like we really should. And a lot of times they don't even get the support that they should. They're just out there, especially football players, just out there getting banged upon the head. Not look at Richard Sherman.
Yeah, their career, bro. Football's career is literally 3 years. Like that's the life expectancy of a football player. It's like 3 to 4 years.
Damn, that's it.
Yeah, literally. So anybody who playing more than that is like went above and beyond. And then on top of that, like they don't really have guaranteed contracts outside of the like quarterback and like the actual like core of the team. But like everybody else who's playing, like they can get cut tomorrow and not get nothing. Like, you
Damn.
literally go
I think
home.
we forget about that because like with basketball, you see everybody. It's only 12 people.
Right.
But on the football team, it's like
50,
50, 60 people.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know the 60th person on the team.
No.
Hell, I barely know the 12th man
exactly. All
On
we
the
really
club.
know is the
on the
quarterback,
clubs.
the quarterbacks and the wide receivers. If you're
Yeah.
the quarterback, wide receivers, and sometimes the running back, if the running back is fired. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all we really remember.
Y'all getting technical.
Oh, went too deep.
Once y'all said the running back, I was like,
You lost me.
no. I was like, oh, okay.
You lost me at ground cost.
It was great. Y'all left me at Barbara Streisand. No,
I
but
can't
that's
deal.
real. Number 4.
Number 4.
42 Doug lashes out at fans who threatened to call CPS over a video of him kissing his son's neck. I'm gonna let y'all watch the video just so y'all get. Did y'all watch it?
Yeah, I watched the video.
God,
Dwayne, if you want to come on this side, do it. My good friend, my brother,
is low key cringy.
wonderful person, Dwayne, MD2 plumber is in the building today. He's sitting in the back. He's been really quiet. He's a superstar in his own right, and we're just happy to have him here. I didn't know if he wanted to come around to see the video. We have a television here, so you can see the video.
Did you see the 42 Doug video?
No, he don't know who 42 Doug is.
I don't either. This is the first time I found out about
This
him.
is a minister and an elder in the church.
Go lower.
Okay, he don't know.
Oh, there we
who
go.
42 or 43 is. Okay, here we go.
Stupid.
Oh, it's okay.
It's the buffering for me.
I just looked. That screenshot just looked.
Yeah.
heinous.
The screenshot does not help the
It
situation.
really don't.
Oh, one day. Oh, when the glory comes,
You know, it's fine.
it'll be ours. Okay, let's try again. There we go.
Okay, so rapper 42 Doug is angry with fans who responded to his now deleted birthday post dedicated to his son with concern, and even some fans are threatening to call CPS. The 25-year-old Detroit native faced backlash for the video he posted on his page Friday night that was a part of a birthday shout out to his little man. In the video, 42 Doug's son is on his lap while Doug licks and kisses on his son's neck. The caption read, "His twos wasn't so terrible. Now we have a turned up 3. Love you more than life, youngin'." Fans vocalized that they felt uncomfortable watching the video, calling it disturbing, and some went as far as labeling Doug's action as abuse. As the video circulated, 42 Doug began to trend on social media. There were even some critics who threatened to call CPS on him. After seeing what people were saying about his video, 42 Doug returned to his IG story and lashed out at fans in a profanity-laced post for trying to assert his actions were anything less than loving. What do y'all think about the situation? For me personally, I don't think that it was like anything to call CPS about. I don't I don't think it's that big a deal. I mean, I think that this is just a man showing his son affection. The tongue thing, I mean, it wasn't really off-putting because I don't feel like he's the only person that may kiss on their child like that. I don't know. I'm just not seeing the red flag for me.
Okay, so go ahead. You want to go?
Yeah, I have a son.
Mhm.
He just turned 2 a few days ago.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So,
happy belated to
birthday.
him.
Yeah.
Happy belated to my son Genesis. Black men showing affection to their sons has always kind of been a stigma. You know what I'm saying? Because it's also black men not being in their sons' lives, right? So I appreciate 42 Doug for being a father present in his son's life and showing his son affection. However, like the tongue part for me was a little like it was a little extra. Like I kiss my son. Like, I kiss my son on the forehead, his lips, his cheek. You know what I'm saying? I do the little fart sounds on his stomach and stuff. Like, the raspberries and stuff. So like as far as like showing affection to your, it's nothing wrong with showing affection to your kids, but like when I feel like that was a little bit over the top. Like I could have lived with the kiss on the neck. I could have lived with that, but the extra, the little Satan tongue. I was like, that kind of like, because I was like, because then I thought of my kid, like what I would do in a situation with my kid. Like, of course, I embrace him and show him affection and kiss him, but like I was like, I do that though. I don't know.
I agree. You literally said everything that I was going to say. I think that so many of us never received any love from our fathers that when we see it, we don't know how to digest it.
Right.
My dad, even through all of our stuff, he still kisses me.
Right.
He kisses me on the forehead, he may kiss me on the cheek, and we grown. And I don't think that's weird. I don't think there's anything weird with that because that is my father.
Right.
That is someone who gave life to me, you know? So I don't have a problem with that. Now I do see where the tongue thing may have threw a little people off.
Yeah.
Now I don't think that it was anything sexual. I don't think he meant it like in a sexual
again, I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just felt like
I don't think he did anything that was like, okay, this is sexual towards my son. It may have just been in that moment that he's like, and like kiss on the neck. Okay. And like now people are taking it and running with it. Do I think he tongues his son down every day? No. I don't think that is the normacy of that relationship. I think that he was literally just playing with his son in an affectionate moment. His tongue was out. Like I think it was just caught on camera. Like, was he like doing? I don't think he's a molester. I don't think that the child is in harm. I don't think CPS should be called. I think the people who want CPS to be called should have CPS called on them because they clearly, or their parents, because their parents never showed them love and affection. Like I don't like it. It bothers me because there are so many black men that aren't in their child's lives and that could care two fucks about it. Like one of my friends just had a baby and the father was not there. Right. The father was not there at the child's birth. They're going through it now over a fucking car seat. Right. You feel me? Like, so for someone to be in that person's life and to be there to make it's a simple birthday post. Let's start with that. Some people don't even make a birthday post about their kids. Yeah. So for you to see him raising his child and that this and the thing is, it was a photo set. This was not the only thing that he posted. Right. It was a photo set of him and his son like just kicking it. And that's the video that they pulled out of that. And that's what bothers me the most about it. Like you are tearing down a black man who is trying to raise a black child and show him affection, because that's why a lot of black men don't know how to have conversations. That's why a lot of black men don't know how to love. Because there's one thing to get a mother's love, but it's a different love from a father. Right. That's how we learn how to love our brothers. Right. That's how we learn to love other men, not in like a sexual way, but how we show love and affection, and why our communities are so torn down as a dog-eat-dog world because we don't have the brotherhood, because we never learned how to love another man, right? Platonically. We don't know how to show love. So the fact that they are tearing this man down because of that is sick and it's vile. And I don't like that. And I feel like if you're not a parent, you can't really even offer a valid opinion. Because like you don't have a kid, you don't want to experience what that kind of love feels like. Like, oh, this is like me. Like this is literally me. Like I'm holding like a little like small version of me. You feel me? And I want to do everything in my power to like protect and provide for this person and show this baby affection. Like it's a baby. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to kiss babies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. That's what presidents do. Shake hands, kiss babies. As a part of it, right? So, but the tongue was a little far for me, though. The tongue was a little much. The tongue was a little much. But never forget the tongue. Never forget the tongue. It's a little much. But I ain't calling CPS. Right. I ain't calling CPS. A little harsh. Number 5. All right. This is our shut the fuck up for today.
Shut the fuck up.
So R. Kelly reportedly doesn't want the feds to be given a chance to prove he had sex with a boy. R. Kelly doesn't want the feds to prove he allegedly groomed and sexually abused a 17-year-old boy because the jury might be homophobic. As previously reported, prosecutors unveiled weeks before R. Kelly's trial that he allegedly groomed and had a sexual relationship with the teen after meeting him at a McDonald's in the mid-2000s. TMZ reported that a second male teen was involved and met R. Kelly through that relationship, but things didn't turn sexual until several years later. The singer also allegedly recorded sexual encounters with the male teens. Now, R. Kelly's legal team is arguing that the new evidence could sway the jury based on the context and can change the outcome of the verdict if they are homophobic. Additionally, they feel that the evidence should not be included in the upcoming trial because the jury questionnaires are already filed and submitted. His attorneys Thomas A. Farinella and Nicole Blank Becker told the outlet that there is an ongoing anonymity. Thank you. Is an ongoing anonymity and jury selection among other factors that could affect the outcome of the trial. At this point, R. Kelly, I really don't know what to tell you. Like, I really don't know what to tell this man.
Listen, it's every other week there's something that they are trying to dismiss in this R. Kelly trial. Like, as shout out to the prosecutors because they are doing their research. They are digging. They are finding everything.
They're gonna get that ass.
Boy.
If it's not already been gotten by Big Shirley in jail by R. Kelly.
Come on, Big Shirley. Big Shirley. Locked up and never forgot.
Okay, never forgot it. Okay. No, but like I'm so tired. Like to say like the jury may be homophobic and that's why they can't. No, this is evidence that needs to be. You are not only were you grooming young women, you're walking around at McDonald's buying Happy Meals from 17-year-old boys and grooming them to be sexual predators as well. I don't know if y'all read the whole document, but from what I seen, it was like he met this young boy when he was 16, turning 17, but they didn't really like build a kindredship until he was 17. Now, while they were 17, R. Kelly would allegedly engage sexual acts with the boy, but the boy also had a girlfriend. So he would watch the boy and the girlfriend have sex. Then the boy also had another friend, and he groomed that boy and them boys to have sexual encounters and also bring his girlfriend in, so they all had sex together. So it was like a 4-way relationship going on that he would record and watch them, and then sometimes have the long time with the boys.
Wow.
But they don't want to bring all that evidence into the court because the quote unquote the jury may be homophobic. This is my issue. We like to sweep things under the rug until we feel like somebody does something that we disagree with. Because now there's a new outrage amongst our community now that there's a boy involved. Because I've been seeing a lot of things on the vlogs. I've been seeing a lot of people say, "Oh, well, yeah, he's now. We gotta lock him up now." This is what was this when the girls?
Right.
Like this was like with the girls. Yeah. Why didn't this stop when we first heard that Aaliyah? Also, this one, you got this from the Shade Room?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, because if you were there for Halloween, like you would have all this stuff. But there's also in the same document, in the same evidence that they're presenting with this case with the 17-year-old boys, the things about Aaliyah. And there's people saying that Aaliyah was allegedly pregnant at 15 by R. Kelly, which is why they got married.
Yeah, I remember.
And now they're trying to throw that evidence out as well, and they're trying to get the parents of Aaliyah to speak out.
Demon, boy.
So there's a lot of things that are coming to light, and the things should have been stopped then. I don't know why. I know I was. Who's looking? Oh, you got gas. Wow. I'm still throwing them under the bus. You got that from the neighborhood talk. Anyway,
you stop. I like them.
You got it from Gossip in the City.
You
didn't get it from us. No, shout out to neighborhood talk. Talk to Gossip City. Shout out to Shade Room. Shout out to everybody. There's no hate. I love all the blogs.
Oh my god.
No, but this should have been stopped there. We were too young in this room. No, maybe the Wayne was too young too. We were too young back then to really know what was going on between the relationship between Aaliyah and R. Kelly. Right. We only knew back and forth. We didn't know. We thought the song was cool. We started banking and bouncing and all this other stuff.
Come on.
But I think about like our aunties and our older uncles and people like that seen this happen. And like you watch the what's the BT interview when they're sitting on the couch matching outfits. And yes. And you see her try to pose a question in a very nice way. So what is you guys' relationship? See what I was trying to say? And then how they just brushed over that. No, where's your Barbara Walters?
You feel me?
What is going on with this? Because this is a little strange. People don't just pop up with random girls matching and they're not their daughter or something like that. And people are saying that you're our relationship, which is kind of illegal. So what is exactly going on? Where's your? I understand you don't want to make the artist upset, but you owe a responsibility to everybody. As a journalist, our responsibility is to tell the truth and tell the story.
Yeah.
Tell the truth and tell the story. Right. And if we can't get that story out, we should not be pussyfooting around the situation. I don't care if it's R. Kelly. I don't care if it was Barack Obama. If Barack Obama showed up in matching outfits with I'm trying to find somebody young with Sky Jackson. If him and Sky Jackson walking around in matching outfits and nobody questioning this stuff, that don't make sense to me. So where was the responsibility back then? So now that has been once again the baby complex. Us as a community, we sweep things in the rug, let it happen. It's done grew into this big ball of fire. And now it's like, well, I done got away with so much now. Let's just say I don't want to do that because they're gonna be homophobic.
Yeah, this R. Kelly
what
case
does that even mean?
A mess.
They gonna not like you because you gay now?
On top of it, I don't think like I don't feel like certain evidence should be asked to be withheld. I don't feel like a client or whatever the case may be, a defendant is should have the ability to be like, I don't want this evidence presented. Like, I don't think that's how this works.
I don't think that's how it works.
I'm pretty sure. Well, OJ did well in his case, but had shit gone left, I'm pretty sure he would have been like, I don't want to talk about this.
OJ did not kill them.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
You ain't hear what Dave said?
OJ didn't do it.
Dave Chappelle?
The mob did it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna tell you how I know, but somebody close to the family, they told me.
They still listen.
Excuse me.
You gotta whisper.
Someone close to
We're
the
fucked
family,
at this point.
Someone close to the family
Okay.
told me it was not OJ. It was the mob. They said that if you look at the pictures that were presented in the case that they did not show the public, the way that their heads were sewn off, like he sawed their heads off. One person could not do it because of the neck and the bones in the neck. So they needed another person to kill them.
He cut both their heads off?
Yes, they were beheaded.
Decapitated.
Yeah, thank you. They were decapitated. And he said that one person cannot do that to two people.
Wow.
Because how do you have time to do that to two people? You can't do it to two people.
Maybe he put his foot on one end of the saw.
But he was an athlete.
You can't do that to two people. Although
what I was
OJ was that fast, you can't. Who is it, Ninja? Is he Jackie Chan? Is it Jet Li? You can't. That's no. You need extra hands.
Well, you heard it here first on the Get Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, now don't y'all come after me because my name been and I ain't gonna.
OJ didn't kill them by himself.
Now, I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't hear from me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was all for bitch. You better read.
Let's go back up.
What's my favorite word?
All right, now it's time for the minute hour. Let's get into the topic. All right, y'all. Y'all heard him all show. Singer, songwriter, new album out right now, Joy. I want to talk about all this stuff. Let's talk about first, where does the title Joy come from? Because this last year, there's been a lot of people that probably have not seen a lot of joy. They've been going through a lot of things. So what made you name this album Joy?
For me, it was more of a personal connection. Not downplaying like what's happening in society as far as like the world opening up and us been on lockdown and the whole government shut down and everything like that. For me, it was more like finding that peace and happiness within myself. And that inner recognition, that inner acknowledgement, that inner work. That's what brought me joy. Like through all of the stuff that was happening through the pandemic, because I lost a real good friend, a coworker, like right before pandemic happened. So like all the pandemic, like I was in mourning because this person I was working with, his name is Jamez Manning, rest in peace. Such a wonderful spirit, wonderful soul. Right before everything shut down, we lost him. And it was like to overdose. And so that was like very trying for me. And especially in pandemic time, like you just had to sit with yourself, like literally, and you couldn't be around people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like your family, everybody was like isolated. So you literally had to like self-assess. You had to look in the mirror. You had to like, you know what I'm saying? It was a friend that said, yeah, during pandemic, yeah, you either got fat, lost weight, or stayed the same. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like you had to spend a lot of time with yourself. And in doing that, sometimes you don't like what you find. Sometimes you have days where you feel like you're lost. You feel like you don't have that sense of urgency. Like, man, I need to do something that can change my life. And during that time, I had to like get right with myself. I started like taking my health and fitness more seriously. I started taking my mental health more seriously. Started reading more. Started trying new things, new skills, trying to learn a new language, learning, you know what I'm saying? Learning all these different things to try to better myself during that time. Because I knew that like at some point the world will go back to normal, not normal as it was pre-2020, but like as normal as it can be post-2020. So my goal was like when the world opens back up, I'm gonna have more confidence in who I am as an individual. And like in society, a lot of people deal with confidence issues, like, you know, confidence in relationships, confidence in your capacity to choose a career that's going to be like right for you. Because a lot of people get stuck in dead end jobs and do things that they don't like doing, but they have to because they have to provide for a child or provide for house or home. And so for me, joy was that work that I put in for myself. So I could feel like I have that peace of mind, because I feel like that's more important than like fame or fortune, is like peace of mind.
Absolutely. So how long have you been working on music? Like, how long has this been your passion?
Man, I was raised in a musical household. Like my uncle, God rest his soul, his name is Woody Thompson. He was a part of Michael Jackson Pepsi commercial.
The famous one?
The famous one where he was on stage when Michael hair caught fire.
Damn.
He was there. Like he was telling Michael, like, your hair's on fire. But Mike was so tuned in and had his earphones in.
Yeah.
He thought people were saying like he's on fire. Like, oh yeah, I'm in the zone. But like they're like, no, like your hair. And so but my uncle was a quadruple threat. Piano, pianist. He was in huge Broadway productions. He spoke multiple languages. He did choreography and ballet. My father played the guitar. My brothers and sisters play instruments. Like, so we was raised in a musical household. Like, I'm a child of 12.
Okay.
My pops had a few different relationships, but we all were raised to like be like kind of like the Jackson 5. Like we all have to learn an instrument. We all have to be like artistically and musically inclined. So music has always been around my life since I was young. It was only until like when I started going to college at Academy of Art University in San Francisco, when I was like 17, 18, I started taking music more seriously, but not as serious as I do now. Like, because people would tell me like, you're talented, you're good, you can sing, you can dance, do all this stuff. So I was like, oh yeah. So I'm doing it because people are telling me that I'm good at it.
Right.
Now I'm doing it because it brings me happiness. It brings me joy, because it's like I found something that I could do, even though like we have amazing musicians and artists, but like my personal connection with it is what makes me happy.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's when I started like, okay, let me put an album together. And the album, even though it took me like 2 months to like put it all together, compile it, mix and master it, get all the beats and everything, it was like years in the making. Because it took me like years of experience to like learn how to write songs.
Right.
Because people write music, but they don't know how to write songs, like things you can enjoy, like the Motowns, the Berry Gordons.
Right.
Like writing songs that create moments for people.
Right.
Like where you could play stuff and you could remember, I remember that, that barbecue, that family reunion, like we played this song, like we played, you know what I'm saying? We played Love and Pain by Frankie Beverly and Bass. Like it was a moment. That's my inspiration, was like, let me find a way to write songs that can create moments for people that gives them joy, like it brings me joy. So yeah, that's definitely like my musical kind of journey. I was long-winded, but
it's okay.
Yeah,
it's a talk radio show.
Right.
You can talk. That's what we do here.
Right.
So you mentioned that like you grew up in a very musical family, and you also was name dropping a lot of old school artists like Berry Gordy, Frankie Beverly, the Motown era. And I had a chance to listen to your music. And when I told you, my first listen, it was so eclectic in the sound.
Right.
It was Afro beats, it was R&B, it's pop, it's a mixture of a lot of things.
Right.
So my question is, growing up, what artists influenced you? Because I hear a lot of different influences in your music, but I want to know, like, what were you listening to that got you like on this wave?
Oh my God, Michael Jackson, one of the bigger. Like my auntie showed me Thriller when I was 6 years old, and I was like, that's what I want to be. Like that's my Prince, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, I grew up on old school because that was like literally all I was like allowed to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Because I grew up in a real strict household. Like we didn't eat like no cooked food. We didn't eat no meat. It was like raw.
Really?
Vegan. It was like
Wow.
raw vegan.
Wow.
And like we couldn't watch certain shows or certain like TV. Like we didn't have time to watch. Like we had to read books. We had to like learn instruments and shit. So
Mhm.
like we couldn't like watch TV and stuff like that. So and when we listened to music, it was very like controlled. Like you can listen to like Bob Marley growing up,
Mhm.
a lot of reggae growing up, the Wailers, Burning Spear, Peter Tosh, like just a bunch of different cultural influences. And then my father will always listen to jazz, John Coltrane, Duke Ellington. Like, so like my musical background is like very vast, but like still in the vein of like good music.
Mhm.
So I didn't really start hearing like rap music until I heard DMX. Like shut him down. Like that was like my first experience like of rap. And then after DMX, it was like Tupac. And I was just like, wow. And then I entered a whole new world of music.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, growing up, it was a bunch of oldies, reggae, jazz, Afro, Latin music, like Tito Puente and people like that. So growing up, that was like my musical influence. And like it was only until I like got in high school, I started listening to Pac. I started listening to Farside. I started listening to Tribe Called Quest. I started listening to Diggable Planets. I started listening to was Engine? No.
Oh yeah.
So I started listening to these people, and then like my love for hip hop grew. I was like, oh, this is a whole new world,
Right.
where people are experiencing and talking about their story and creating memories and moments. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that kind of gave me more of a broader spectrum of things to like sample. Like when I'm finding a beat, like, oh, okay. Oh, this is different. I haven't heard this done before. Let me add this into the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the Latin influence too. I just love music. My love for music is just so big, so deep.
I think it's always interesting to see how your parents' musical influences show up in your own music influences and like what you listen to today. Because I know growing up listening to Gap Band and Parliament, like I love live instrumentation. Like I want to hear where's the horn at? Why I ain't got no horn on this song?
Right.
So I think that's so dope.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, Kelvin gave his interpretation of what joy meant to him. So like, what is it that you're hoping listeners get when they listen to the project?
What I want them to take from it was usually as musicians we want to make good music where people can identify with. Like could you see yourself, like, how do I phrase this? When we make music, we don't always make music just for ourselves. We want to create an environment where when the listener listens to it, they feel connected to it. Like, oh, this is me, or this could be me, and they can see themselves in the music. So that was my thought process when creating this one, was like, how can I make this feel like personal, even though it's my story, my narrative I'm talking about? How can I make this feel like my cousin or somebody's friend or somebody's mom or somebody's, like, whoever the listener can hear it and be like, oh, this is me. This is what I like to do. This is the kind of music I like listening to. This is the kind of beats that I can imagine myself like dancing to, or I can imagine myself like singing to, or whatever. So I wanted to make it like relatable in a sense to where it's like personable and it can sort of translate from like any race. Like, you know what I'm saying? People who are like Latin can love it and find a song on there for them. People who are Black, they can find some vibes they can like get with. People who are white can like listen to the album and feel like they feel connected with it, and vice versa. That goes for like all races. I wanted people to like enjoy this collectively, and hopefully see themselves in it as well.
I love that. Well, music is universal, and I feel like even when you don't necessarily know what's being said, the feeling is there.
Feeling, exactly.
You know,
and that's what I wanted to create, like a good feeling, like a upbeat, very dancey, very poppy kind of like feel to it.
So for a first time listener who got their hands on this project, what's the first song that you recommend that they listen to?
The first song on the album, Maria. I feel like they should start there.
Okay.
Like start there. Because it's kind of sets the tone for the rest of the album. It has a mix of pop, it has a mix of Latin influence, Afro beats, and then it's like a little bit of rap and a little bit of singing together, which is like the encompass of the whole tape. It's like singing in the beginning, rapping at the end, and then like a mix of both between it all. Okay. So it's like, you know, I feel like it has a song on there for you. You can,
cool.
Like, make your own.
So where can we find it? Where is it at?
It's streaming on all platforms: Spotify, Apple, iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud. It's streaming everywhere. So
spell your name for the people.
TAHARKA, Chango. And that's changed with the on end. So Taharka Chango is my artist name, which also happens to be like my first name.
Oh, okay.
I have two first names. I'm African. So.
Yeah.
A lot of names.
A lot of fucking
We have a lot of
names.
names.
Like Jamaicans have jobs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very intense.
So, yeah,
Yes,
find
yes,
that
yes.
everywhere.
I love that. Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. So do your due diligence, stream that, run that up. Because
Hey.
like we said, some of the music out right now that y'all pushing.
And let me tell you, y'all know I'm hard on music.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know I don't like aspiring artists.
Oh, shit. Yeah, well, we have had conversations.
You know I don't like aspiring artists.
You are so
Either
terrible.
you're an artist or you're not an artist.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't
right.
aspire to be nothing. People
Yeah.
like, I'm an aspiring rapper. What are you aspiring to be? You a rapper
Right.
Or not.
or you're not?
Right.
But let me tell you, when you played me his stuff, and it wasn't even all the way mixed and mastered yet.
Yeah.
It's good. It's stuff that I can hear on the radio.
Mhm.
It's stuff you can vibe out to. I like it.
Shango got the
appreciate
Kelvin
it.
cosign, so you know what it is, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
That's
You
love.
got to check it
Yeah.
out.
That's
Yeah.
really love.
Yeah.
Nah, thank you.
Joy is streaming on all
For
platforms
sure.
now. Go get that.
Yes.
Real.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is all for the topic.
Hey.
To the max.
Oh, well, now it's time for the question of the day.
Question?
I thought you were going to say it. I didn't know.
You wrote it. I was
I
like,
did.
let him go.
Okay, so yesterday I was scrolling online, and Trey Songz had tweeted a tweet,
Oh, yes, I saw.
and he had tweeted, "Why isn't Bruno Mars brought up in the R&B conversation?"
Mhm.
And it got me to think about this thing. We talked about the Mount Rushmore before, but we really didn't talk about male R&B songs
Mhm.
or artists that are out today.
Okay.
And I really start to think about, you know what? Bruno Mars is really carrying this R&B crown.
I don't know about that.
And then this is what people were saying in the comments.
Mhm.
People were saying, I don't believe that he is R&B.
Mhm.
They said maybe he's a lane of his own. He's like pop influence. He has
Right.
this things. And then other people saying, oh, well, he's a culture appropriator, which I don't agree with. And
Yeah.
they're just saying there's a lot of different things. So I wanted to ask, is Bruno running the R&B game? And if not, who is running the R&B game right now? Who's on the Mount Rushmore of male R&B? Let me clear that up.
Mhm.
Male R&B. Who is carrying that crown?
I said no to Bruno being carrying R&B because I don't feel like Bruno is consistently doing enough music to be carrying R&B on his back. I don't feel, you know, how Beyonce can take these breaks, but we still know Beyonce's Beyonce. Bruno can take these breaks, but we don't really.
But Bruno's gonna come back with a number one. Look at Soul Sonic, straight to number one.
I think he's great. I just don't. He's not the first face I think of when I think of R&B. On a Mount Rushmore. Oh, well, good. That allows me to like go into history. Or are we talking about current faces?
Current faces. Like
Oh, shit.
who is running
Damn.
R&B right now? That's
Oh,
what,
shit.
and that
That's-
was
yeah,
my
that's
question
tough.
because
That's
Bruno
Mhm.
is the only one. That's what I like. What's the name? Him and Cardi.
Oh
Finesse.
yeah.
Versace on the floor.
Uh-huh.
24.
24 karat gold.
But I don't think about
Really-
people don't talk about those a lot.
People don't
anymore.
talk about those a lot, but those are songs that in the moment were like really the only R&B songs like at the top of the chart.
Right.
Those are really hard R&B influenced songs.
Yeah.
Like especially like for males, like people talk about Chris Brown, but Chris Brown has like the music is not true R&B unless you get in like what was it 3 a.m? What's that song?
No.
I can't think of the name of the song.
Fuck.
But like
No
those,
bullshit.
no bullshit, like those type of songs. But the majority of the songs, I guess, Go Crazy could be like considered R&B bop right now.
It's
Yeah,
a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah.
But like nobody is giving pure R&B. And I think another person we leave out the conversation, Miguel. And I know that Miguel,
Miguel's
Miguel
really
does
good.
have a lot of
Miguel.
like rock influences in his
Mhm.
music, but it's at the core it's R&B.
R&B.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Miguel. Yeah.
So did Prince.
Yeah.
Prince was R&B.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was rock. He was
Yeah.
black rock. too.
Right. I want to give it to Chris Brown. I'm not putting him at the front of this Mount Rushmore because I feel like Chris Brown has been giving us the same sound for years at this
Mhm.
point. Like I feel like he's not changing. I mean, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But
Right.
for me, it just doesn't give me anything different. It doesn't
Mhm.
provoke thought.
It's not an evolution.
There's no
Right.
evolution.
Yeah.
It's tough because I feel like male R&B, male artists are not the focal point right now. I feel like everything is geared towards women.
Right now.
Especially hip hop.
Mhm.
But I will put Chris Brown on there.
John Legend.
See, and that was another conversation they were having in the comments. They said John Legend's not R&B.
He's
And I
not-
said, what
how's
is
he
John
not-
Legend?
oh,
Yeah,
how's he
where we
not-
putting him?
That boy got the
I don't
he
know.
got the
They try to
EGOT.
say that
He got the EGOT.
They
Right.
say, they were trying to
Gotta
say that
be.
he don't make R&B music. Well, I
you
think he
mean?
makes great soul music. I think he
I
makes
think
great
it's- I
soul
think
music.
it's R&B soul.
Yeah,
It would be
definitely.
considered that.
I will put him on my Mount Rushmore. I also
Yeah,
will put Lucky
easily.
Day up there.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think Lucky Day's doing a great job. I also
Yes.
think that Mac Ayers. I don't know
Okay.
if y'all know Mac Ayers.
I know. Yeah.
I think
I
he's
heard
doing a great job. He's not black. I don't know that. I don't know because people say people aren't black. Maybe because Bruno's not black, they don't think he's R&B.
Most likely. We're
I
very
don't know.
possessive
We're
over
very
the culture
possessive.
at this
Hey, was
point.
he Hawaiian?
He's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Close enough.
That's close enough.
I mean,
Close enough.
Close enough.
I mean,
He's got a nice tan.
He got a nice tan.
If he-
y'all
if
know
he
how I
was-
feel about that. I
If he
do
stood
not
next
claim.
to Mulatto,
He said,
they'd be the
I
same
don't
people.
know.
They'd be the same people. They can be cousins.
I get where you're going
Yeah,
with this, but I'm not getting in the car.
Okay.
The Weeknd?
No. The Weeknd's definitely R&B.
No.
No, definitely not. R&B.
It's hard.
It is
You
hard.
know, I will put Bruno on there because that is his sound, and I think more than anyone else, regardless of color, he stays in R&B.
Mhm.
Like he stays in that space. So I will put Bruno up there. I will put Chris up there. I will put. I just feel like I don't. What we're doing right now. Okay, I will put Lucky Day up there. I just feel
Mhm.
like it's a thing where, I just need to see more, but I have to give him grace because he is new.
Mhm.
Right.
And if we're throwing new people on there, even though I really cannot get into him, Giveon.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
gonna be my
yeah.
third. I was gonna bring his name
I'll
up
put,
next.
because he stays in that sound.
He does.
Even if I don't necessarily like what it sounds like, I cannot deny that he's in the genre and that people are really receptive to his work and he's consistent.
Yeah.
So I will throw them up there. Do I listen to that list? No.
Mhm.
I listen to Summer Bruno, and that new Silk Sonic song is cute. It has to grow on me. It's not leave
I
the door
haven't
open.
heard it yet.
Skate,
I haven't heard it yet
it's cute.
because I'm afraid. You know how
He's
I get afraid to listen to artists that I like new music because
'Cause-
I'm afraid I'm be disappointed. Like it took.
Mm,
I still have not listened to her album,
Ah.
and I'm going to the
Wow.
festival like in 2 months. I need to know all the songs.
Right.
I like still have not listened to it because I love her music so much that I don't want it to be like.
It's not leave the door open, but it's not intended to be leave the door open.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be fun. It's
Okay.
roll bounce, skater rink.
Okay, nice
So-
little end of summer song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
Shango,
Yeah.
who's on your Mount Rushmore?
We had a few people on the same. I would say definitely. Bruno has to be on there. Bruno has to be on there. Right now, would Brent Fayez be considered?
I
I
would put
would
Brent up
think
there.
so.
I'll put Brent up there. He going crazy.
People
I love-
really
I
like
love
him.
a lot of his records.
I like his sounder more than
yeah.
his solo stuff.
Yeah. I have to put John Legend on there.
Okay.
He got the EGOT.
Yeah. And his last album,
You were holding
his
him
last
strong
two
with
albums
that.
were
You know
really
what I'm
good, but
saying?
we just stopped listening to
Yeah, we
John. I
stopped
don't
listening
know
to, but
what
like,
happened.
but still though, like his body of work. You know what I'm saying? His
Chrissy
body of work
became the
is
focal point.
undeniable.
I think that's what it was, and we all was like tapped out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Undeniable. Man, that's tough. That's real tough. Miguel.
Mhm.
I love Miguel. I love his sound. I love what he does with music. I love how he's able to like add the musicality within his catalog. He loves like the live instrumentation. Like that's
Mhm.
big. That's big for me. Like live instrumentation is like big for me. So what is it? One more person? That's tough.
It's hard.
It is because I want to say Trey Songz. I don't like.
See, I think that Trey had a moment,
But then I also
Yeah,
want to say
that's the
Chris
thing.
Brown too, because Chris Brown he does R&B, but he also does pop, and I love pop.
He's just very consistent. Because I wouldn't take Michael Jackson out of R&B, even though he was the king of
No,
pop.
yeah.
Exactly. Even
but
though he
then
has
this
some
is the thing:
bangers.
pop music is whatever is popular at the moment.
Right.
So, and if you look at the early '80s, everybody was doing R&B influences stuff, like
Mhm.
especially black artists. Just like now, I think hip hop is pop music.
Right.
Yeah.
Like our influences are all over that.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
all in the white people music. Like you
Right.
turn on Top 40 Radio, it's Migos.
yeah.
Like who would have thought?
Yeah.
Mama.
Okay. So I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know. But I thought that was a really interesting conversation they were having in the comments, and I wanted to get you guys' opinions on it, especially since you do music, you're a lover of music way back
Mhm.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, yeah.
I still play the male R&B and the male group and the female on
Oh, the playlist?
Yes, I still play the playlist, and you need to update your playlist. Thank you. Anyway,
Send me some things and I'll add
thank
it.
you. Thank you so much.
Send me
I
some-
need.
send me some too.
I got you.
Okay.
I need an auntie music playlist.
Oh, I can definitely
I
do that.
need some good auntie music.
You ain't said
So
shit
I
no
need
word.
some Shaka,
Hey,
some
auntie.
Tina.
Okay.
I need some Tony. I need an auntie music.
I'm
playlist.
excited.
Some Jodeci.
Yeah.
Throw some
My house is dirty right now because I ain't got no auntie cleaning music.
You ain't said nothing but a word. I got you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was all for the question of the day.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Question.
Look, stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
I was in 12 different. I was in the chat. Shout out to Troy in the chat.
Hey, Troy.
Hey.
And now it is time for If I Told You That. And today's If I Told You That is, what food would you be if you were food? Give me a whole plate.
A whole plate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be savory. Okay, fill you up.
Okay.
What do I? Okay, something to leave a little meat on your bones. What do I want to be? Ooh, I'm vegan.
He said, "I'm vegan though."
I mean,
I would want to be macaroni and cheese because everybody loves macaroni and cheese.
mac and cheese.
Yeah.
you're more doing it not as opposed to your diet, but like your vibe.
Okay, so I would be macaroni and cheese because I'm really corny, really cheesy.
Mm-hmm. You put corn in macaroni and cheese?
No, I'm corny. Like I'm.
Oh,
like,
cheesy,
I'm
cheesy,
cheesy. Like I'm
cheesy.
cheesy.
Got it.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm a little lame, like a noodle, because noodles is lame without the cheese. So you put the cheese in this on, no, I'm cool. You know,
Okay.
I'm cool now.
Right. Got
You know,
it.
I'm cool now.
Now you're socially acceptable.
I'm socially acceptable,
Mhm.
but I'm macaroni and cheese. But I'm just a noodle. Don't nobody want me.
No.
Nobody want that noodle. I'll be something that the kids love. So I'll be like ice cream.
Okay.
But not butter pecan because I don't know what black people think with butter pecan. Like, why the fuck?
Butter pecan is, I mean, I can't really eat it too much because I'm allergic to nuts, but butter pecan without the pecans is good. You fucking bitch. You are so fucking trash.
Anyways, okay, so okay, yeah. So I would be ice cream, but I would be like salted caramel ice cream. I'm like grown ice cream. That's like grown ice cream.
It
Like
is.
kids don't eat salted. People don't say grown ups eat salted caramel ice cream. Okay?
Yeah.
I probably be a tummy ache because macaroni and cheese and salted caramel ice cream are not good for
No,
the
this is a hot
digestive
mess.
system.
Are you calling yourself a mess?
I think I am calling
I think
myself a mess.
that's like instant constipation.
It is. It's constipation. I'll clean you out.
At least it's a lot of dairy.
Okay.
So the lactose
You gonna be
intolerant cannot.
Regular,
Yeah.
like Stephanie. Okay, she got that wop. I got that bop.
That big
Bop.
Shirley.
That bop. That bow movement.
Come on.
Okay,
Ew.
That
that's
bow.
what it is. Okay,
Gross.
that bow. That's what I got. Come back to me. I can think of more items.
That's real. Chango, you got one? Or you got
I was thinking of one. Lasagna.
okay.
Layered.
Layered and saucy.
Layered and saucy.
Layered and saucy.
That was good.
I like that one.
That was good.
You know, real G's moving silence. Like,
So what? So what goes with the lasagna, or do you just eat the lasagna?
the garlic bread.
Okay.
Okay.
Garlic bread. You know what I'm saying?
Make a plate.
And a glass of red wine.
Make a
Classy.
plate.
We're talking about
You know what I'm
something.
saying? Wholesome,
Mm-hmm.
layered,
Mm-hmm.
saucy,
Right.
with a tang, a little savoriness on it. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's effective because
And it's
red wine will get you where you gotta go.
Exactly where
Every
you need
single
to go.
time.
Exactly where you need to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see the vision.
Black auntie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Hey auntie.
Period. You know, I am a mixture of like some soul food. So give me some fried chicken because it's a favorite always, and you're rarely gonna turn it down.
Mm-hmm.
Some rice and peas.
Okay.
Just for that extra razzle dazzle. Some, I want to say like some oxtails.
Ooh.
Real spicy.
Stop playing.
Yeah. Filling, spicy. He's just like, damn, like, how can I say no to this?
He
He
just took a Jamaica. It was like a Jamaica. It started off
soul food,
and then turned
like,
into Jamaica.
Yeah.
I just really feel like
The
you just said
oxtail,
all the
rice
things you
and
got
peas.
taste for right now.
Well, a little bit of that too.
What about plantain?
I don't like plantain. Yeah, so I couldn't make that a part of my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the end of it,
I am. That's why.
Yeah, but then again, I realized that's a cultural staple in like mad culture.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
is.
And Cubans.
It is.
Yeah,
Puerto
Jamaicans.
Ricans.
I also
Dominicans.
heard raisins.
Raisins.
Yeah, raisins.
Yeah.
I heard that people put raisins in a lot of like, what's Indian food?
Yo, yeah.
There's some in
rice,
like beef
yeah.
patties and stuff.
Yeah.
Or is that empanadas? Probably both.
Yeah, both.
Ooh, I love
Both.
empanadas.
What's
I do too.
Indian?
I love empanadas.
And then I'll top it off with like sweet potato pie.
I want to be a peach cobbler or a banana pudding because you're gonna get this long.
All right. And I think that was all for If I Told You That.
I can't stand it.
You know, R. Kelly, you may not be by yourself with these sexual assault cases.
You are absurd.
42 Doug, I think you have some company. Big Shirley, I think your partner's
Shirley, I'm coming
back.
to you.
I think he's coming back.
Big Shirley, I'm coming to you.
Come on, Big Shirley. Yeah.
I'm waiting, baby.
I can't deal.
So good. All right. Well, hey.
Well, here
And
we are.
now it's time for Uniquely Speaking. Do you have a good word for us?
No, I
This
don't.
is for Rachel, you big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch. Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule with your trifling dirty white racist ass big fat bitch?
Hey.
Yo, I tried to think of something super dope today
Mhm.
all week, and I couldn't. All I could think about was the power of self-love.
Mm.
And I think sometimes we don't understand how much we are bad on ourselves until somebody else comes and loves on us. Like there's a lot of times that we put ourselves to the side and don't give ourselves the shine that is needed until someone has a little bit of a flashlight just to show a little bit of where you are in your dark spaces.
Mhm.
I was sharing with my friend, like this last couple of weeks, I found myself in a dark space.
Mm.
I had a panic attack for the first time ever.
Mm.
I've never experienced those. I had anxiety because I felt like I was the pressure of everything, the work, the relationships, trying to figure these things out and trying to meet the new people and where I want to go with my life,
Right.
and just where I see myself and how do I get from here to there.
Mhm.
The deadlines.
The deadlines, all these things were weighing in on me, and I did not realize how special I was and how unique I was, no pun intended, because I was giving up on myself.
Mm.
So sometimes when you're in it by yourself, you don't understand what other people see until they shine that little bit of light on you. So this week, I am taking the little bit of nuggets and love that I've been receiving from other people and internalizing that. And I know that sometimes we don't, like you talk about being humble. You talked about the word humble and what the actual definition of humble, to belittle yourself and make yourself smaller. And I think sometimes in my mind, and this got real personal, didn't it? In my mind, it's the humility of it. Like, just like, okay, Kelvin, you're doing good, but don't do too much.
Right.
You're doing good, but don't do this. But until somebody comes around and says, you know what, you're doing a great job. I see you. I see what you're doing. And then you say, wait, I am doing this and I am doing that. I have this going. So I think that for this week, I'm challenging everybody to really take a moment and to love on yourself. Not just your rabbit and your lube in your corner, the little toy you got. You can that's self-love too. But take the time to love on yourself. Okay, in the banana pudding. Okay. you know. But no, take the time to honestly look in the mirror and appreciate all that you are, flaws and all. And I'm not just talking about physical. I'm not just talking about looking at your skin saying there's a blemish there, or I should work out this part and make sure this is better. I'm talking about looking yourself in the mirror and having a true conversation with yourself about what you want to do to be better.
Right.
And what you're doing that's already making you great. I think so many times we are stuck in this hamster wheel of, okay, I got this goal accomplished. This time to do another one. I got this one accomplished. Let me do another one. I got this time. I got to do another one. We never stop to appreciate where we came from 5 minutes ago.
Right.
We never stop to appreciate the accomplishments that we already have. And this week, I'm challenging myself as well as everybody else to take a moment and say, you know what? You did a good job on that. You know what? I'm proud of you for getting that done. You know what? You're doing more than a lot of people else out there doing. You have made it farther than what you were 2 years ago.
Progression.
The small things, the small progression of things, and appreciate the journey that you're on right now.
Right.
So this week, uniquely speaking, is basically saying love on your damn self, and don't wait till somebody else has to show you it.
Man.
Do it for yourself.
So
that's this week's uniquely speaking.
Amen.
You big fat white
Church.
smelling fat bitch. Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule with your trifling dirty white racist ass big fat bitch?
I like that song.
I do too. I need a full version.
I know, right? We need a second verse.
We
City
do.
Girls.
Period.
Right. That was so timely. That
I know.
was good.
I was ready.
Yeah.
I was
Stay
actually
ready.
ready for the first time all show.
Right. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's that point in the show where it's time to go.
I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
So what have we learned today?
What have we learned today? I've learned that as a community, we are so quick to cancel instead of reprimanding. And I think if we catch things early, we won't have to cancel.
Right.
I've also learned that if you have a dap, take a dip in the pool.
Right.
But while you're celebrating that,
Right.
maybe get some headphones. Play that thing on repeating your headphones so that way everybody else will know exactly why you're celebrating.
She wanted her daughters to hear the song too.
I guess maybe they were doing the TikTok dance. I don't know what was going on, but just, celebrate quietly. I've also learned that rhythm artists can R&B. I said it.
Wow. We are really making some claims.
I said it. Fight me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm at the studio.
Pull up.
Pull up.
Wow. That's
yeah.
real.
So I've learned that people will project their emotions on you based on their own experiences, i.e. 42 Doug. Have grace with people until, because I feel like we incriminate people for certain things, but don't incriminate people on the obvious. So, i.e., like 42 Doug will make an assumption about something, but R. Kelly, we've had all the data for decades at this point, but we paid it no attention. So do due diligence, but like apply it where it needs to be applied. I've learned that Black people still exhibit crab in a barrel mentality, i.e., Sha'Carri. But that will not stop your greatness. What's for you is for you. So keep pushing through. Fuck everybody else. I've learned that R. Kelly is doomed. And that was was pretty much all I took away today.
R.
Chango.
Kelly is terrible.
Yeah. We took that away too.
We took that away. Accountability. And not only accountability for others, but accountability for yourself, like for the baby. I feel like he should, kind of take a minute to just like sit back and think, like, man, am I lost in the sauce right now? Uplifting our athletes,
right?
More camaraderie within the Black community, especially for our Black fathers and our Black families. Enjoy. Go listen to it.
Okay.
Right.
On all platforms right now.
All platforms.
Perfect plug. So yeah, as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to keep up with me, feel free on IG at The World According to Eric, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Eric Devante.
Hey, I just realized that I missed you.
I missed you too.
I'm happy you're here. Make sure you follow me, Kelvin Unique. It's Kelvin Unique, EUNIQUE on your Instagram. And then if you want to follow me on Twitter, just flip that. It's Unique Kelvin on your Twitter. Make sure you're also following the Get Right Radio Show, the Get Right Radio Show on Instagram. And listen, I say this every week. If you have not downloaded this Good News Radio app, you're losing. You're absolutely losing. Download the app, not only to listen to this show each and every Sunday at 10, but you can run all our old episodes back. And then we have a full plethora run of other shows on this station. So it's not just ours. You can tune in all week long to hear your favorite podcast. Yeah.
Also,
Tell me your IG.
Instagram, Instagram handle Chango.Zulu. That's CHANGO.ZULU. Go ahead, give me a little follow, man, and you won't be disappointed. God bless.
And how can we find you on the streaming platforms?
You can find me my first name, the Taharka Chango on Spotify. You can find me on YouTube, Taharka Chango, Joy. You can find me iTunes, Taharka Chango, and Joy. So yeah, go ahead.
Sounds good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, I hope you got right.
That's right, y'all. Get right or get left.
Bitch, you better get right.